Hey folks, welcome to B5 Bricks. Hope you're all well. In today's video, I've built a carrot seeder and an agri trailer for the new tractor in the city range, and I've also built another tractor to go along with it as well. I think it's great that LEGO made such a comprehensive, fantastic looking tractor, and at least it has a front loader bucket on it, but sadly no trailer or baler or anything like that, so I've built my own. So I'll show you the trailer first of all. It's an 8 stud wide build, and as you can see it can carry a pretty decent amount of carrots. But for me, the most important thing in terms of play value, however, is that it can actually empty its contents just like a real trailer, and it does. I've also given it a basic type of suspension, and everything here is a custom build from scratch. So it took a bit of trial and error to get it all correct. There's these 4 tiles on the back here to keep it balanced, and it works a real treat. With such good suspension, it means the tractor can pretty much take this on any terrain. Yet it's still stable and it keeps its contents inside. I have loosely based the trailer on one of these half-pipe ones, which are pretty common on agricultural farms as they're used a lot for carrying veg harvest. There's an easy to use drop down support for when it's not hooked up, and when I lift it here you can see I can go at quite an angle and everything remains inside, and when the gate goes down it's a nice drop of the contents. I didn't quite attempt the same shape as the half pipe with all its curves. It's certainly possible with LEGO to do this, but I'm not that fussed. Instead I've put red slopes lining the bottom with tiles as well, which does the job just fine. Now onto the tractor. I have this great forest tractor from a few years back, and I thought it was another great candidate for a minor rebuild into a farm tractor, and I've attached the new carrot seeder onto this too for you to have a wee look. It is a great set with a very realistic cab section with a crane at the back. But I think it looks pretty good as a tractor. The new red city tractor here has quite different tyre tread and front wheels, so it's hard to get the same look without them, but I think I've done as good a job as possible with the wheels I have, and side by side it looks pretty decent. And around the back it's pretty basic. There's the hookup for the trailers and some lights, and I've actually reversed the cab and it's easy to come off as well. I'm still not quite sure about the angle of the back of that cab there, but it looks okay. Saying that, even though it's maybe not quite right with the rear cab window and the overall shape, then again if you look at modern tractors they are quite sleek and they all look really very different. My kids love farms, and we have a whole bunch of Siku diecast toys here, which are replicas of real tractors, and from Claas to Massey Ferguson, Fendt and New Holland here, they all have obvious similarities, but they also have quite modern features and slick design, so I'm happy with what I came up with in the end. Now for the carrot seeder, I was kind of going for something like one of these, as I grew up in rural Perthshire and there was a farm right behind my house and all sides of my village, and these kind of machines were a common sight and they haven't changed in decades. So I've tried my best at building one from scratch, and I've used quite a lot of Technic pieces and construction here, and I've flipped the underside as well, where I've used those radio antenna pieces as the seeders. It's really come together quite nicely, and I've used a variety of techniques to get this right, and again with the colour scheme I've tried to make it as realistic as possible. And the big question, does it hook up to the tractor easily and at the correct height? Yes it does indeed, it's pretty straightforward. In fact it's really quite a quick change as well, as you can see here. Particularly in terms of play for the kids, can they change the trailers over pretty quickly? And yeah, they can, it's really easy. It would have been great to do a harvester machine as well, but they are really quite complex, and it's usually not an attachment for a tractor, it's actually a separate vehicle, so it's not something I want to do just now. I think it's maybe a wee bit beyond my skills in terms of LEGO building. But I will, however, look at doing a working baler similar to this square baler producer. That's for another day though. I'll have to order a few more red parts I think for that. Yeah, it's funny, I really just don't have that many of the red curves. I also have a farm pickup truck mock I did a while back, which used a lot of red bits and bobs, and this had a decent bit of capacity to play with a tractor, but now I feel with a separate half-pipe trailer and a seeder, along with another tractor, it's a wee bit better, and they can all play with these things together. And they can now go back to using the pickup truck for carrying this horse and other animals instead. I think the new tractor is absolutely brilliant. It's one of the best things that LEGO's made in a wee while, and I can understand why they didn't include any other accessories like a trailer. It would have just bumped up the price a little bit too much. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. It works great, and to me it really adds to the tractor set, giving it a whole new range of scope in terms of play value. And hey, I'd love to know what you think, and have you made anything similar? Let me know in the comments, and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really means a lot to get the support, so thank you. But for more content like this, then if you do subscribe to the channel and click the notifications bell icon, you can stay up to date with all my videos, money saving tips, mocks, and my micro Gotham City updates as well. And whilst you're here, why not check out some of my other videos too, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!